Hey guys, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. So it is really, really early, so I don't expect a lot of people to be on this morning, but I just wanted to come on and talk a little bit about myself and a bit about my how to earn income online. So I decided just to go ahead and share part of my day so I could have time to do everything I want to do. Because I do still have to go on my walk and finish getting ready for work. But if you do not know me, my name is Shannon. I am an imperfect child of God. I'm on my walk with God. I've always been on a walk with God my whole life, but I have struggled. You know, we're all imperfect. We're not supposed to be perfect. That's the point. But I am trying to get a better relationship with God. And I am a mom, a nana, a wife, of course. I forgot that. So I have always tried to find a way to earn extra money my whole entire life, ever since I was way younger, because I didn't want my girls to be in daycare. And so I always tried to make extra money, whether that was trying to find something to do on the side, whether it was, work 2 to 3 jobs, which I have done multiple times over my lifespan. And so the thing is I am people are like, whatever, you're not, but I am very shy and timid and very quiet person. I don't like to be in your face about stuff. But with the online world, you do have to get a little bit more out there. So hence the reason why I'm being very bold in doing my hair and makeup in front of you guys to save time. But, you do have to decide what you want. And this is what I want. I want to be able to help others. I want to be able to improve my life, with my family. And this is a way to do that, There's so many things out there. There's so many things out there. It's awesome. But have you ever had that feeling like sometimes, you're where you're supposed to be? You're, everything has a reason. There's a reason for everything. I've always says that, there's a reason for everything. I even got that tattooed on my arm, trust the timings, there's a reason for everything. My life hasn't been easy. The people that actually know me understand that. But I have lost, my whole immediate family, my mom, my dad, my brother. So, and in that order, so it's not been fun. But anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. Sorry, squirrel moment. So I, was trying to find a way to earn money online. So I was seeing this lady on TikTok, following her for months. I literally followed her for 10 months. And I seen how much she grew and how much she grew and how much she grew. And so I decided to finally jump in. Now, I love Legacy. It's Legacy Builders. I love it, love it, love it, love it. But it is a high ticket master resale rights. So you do have to pay, quite a bit. But there is no monthly subscription. There's no monthly dues. There's no monthly anything. And if it hadn't have been for Legacy, I wouldn't have found my other 2 sources of income that I just recently started. So I do not have any regrets. I feel like God wanted me to learn. God wanted me to grow. God wanted me to be able to get out of my comfort zone. Because when I first started Legacy, my videos were way worse. I never went live. Hardly ever, ever, ever. And I, learned a lot with that program. So I will still advertise Legacy Builders, but it is a high ticket, item, which means you have a potential. She's a millionaire, the main lady, and my lady I followed, she has made 6 figures, and there's several others that have made 6 figures, there's a lot, but not everybody can do that. I have not a huge following. I'm not as energetic as she is, okay? Sorry. Oh, I should have turned off the lights. But if you see a mess, don't mind it, I'm, like I said, I still work a job of anywhere from 50 to 60 hours most of the time. 40 to 60, let's say that, because I do sometimes not work on the extra days, but I'm trying to put you in a tripod so I don't drop you. So where was I? Oh shoot, it's loosening. Okay, so again, Legacy, love it. But I kept asking, because a lot of people on there are like, well, we have multiple streams of income. We have 7 streams of income. We have 11 streams of income. And I was always like, well, what are you doing? And it's like, they wouldn't really share. They wouldn't really share what they were doing. And so, maybe that's because they don't want people to go out there and do it, and they think they'll do it better and they won't get as many clients. Okay. Not me. I want to share. I want to help people. That's one of my passions in life, is to help people. So I'm going to share the heck out of everything. So last night, because all before this, I just had my website, Fee for Legacy. Well, last night I had to set up a stand store so I could show everybody everything, So the thing is the world is so huge. Yes, like immediate friends, if I sell to a friend and then that friend sells to another one of our friends, that takes a risk of people not coming to me first. But there's too many people in the world for it to matter if you want to share one of your streams of income with somebody. So I'm going to share, And so I found the first second stream of income. It's confusing. I found that because of Legacy, because a girl was on there, because a lot of people in the community will be like, hey, follow me. So I followed her. And then I seen her one day talking about, this subscription membership. And I was like, tell me about that. So I signed up. Heck yeah. It definitely, how I followed my first mentor for 10 months. No, there was none of that. This was like, oh yeah, I'm doing this immediately, right now, And then I'm on some more TikToks, and I see this other lady that's talking about the second subscription thing. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So heck yeah, I jumped on in. So now I have 3 streams of income. So that's on my stand store. You guys go to my stand store. It's listed in my bio. And, there's little presentations and there's little, things. Just go to the stand store. Anyways, so my thing is I don't want people to get confused. Hold on, I need to take a drink. I don't want people to get confused. But I feel like if you don't talk about everything, then how are you going to advertise? Because, I even asked my mentor, and she's like, oh, and she wouldn't really be like forthcoming. So then, I don't know. I love her. I don't want to say anything bad. But anyways, I will be forthcoming. I will be honest, 100% honest. That's not, to be dishonest is not me. To be sneaky, that's not me. So we all know what Legacy Builders is. It's a company that you purchase the master resale rights. And then it's a course. You learn all this stuff. And you learn so much. And like I said, I still haven't even went through all the trainings because there's just so much that you can learn. And then you sell the program. And then they give you, and I didn't even look into their they give you some things that you could possibly do, which I am going to eventually create an ebook or, you know, a little mini course or something of my own later. But right now I'm not focused on that. You know, I'm focused more on getting stuff started so that way I could get away from work. I can't do all of this, you know. And so, you know, we do have to be very careful about our time and stuff because, you know, like this morning, I've already been up. I've already started laundry. I've already made my protein shake. I've already made my lunch for work. I've already, you know, did this and this and this. And so that's how I fit things into my times of my day. I fit it in the little nooks and crannies, you know. That is, like I said, an awesome program, but it is a high ticket thing. Then with this first subscription membership I found, it's a good company that has like awesome products. It's like healthy products, you know, like, oh, for example, like I've already made my protein shake, got my protein shake. I've already took my greens, and those are things that are on there. So as soon as I get done with my stuff, I'm going to be getting it from there. Why not? You know, because it's wholesale pricing. It's good pricing, good, healthy, clean products, you know. So why wouldn't you get it? You know, you don't have to. It's $9.95 a month. And the affiliate to start being an affiliate, so that when you first start, if you want to be an affiliate and share the link, because that's all you do, is you're an affiliate and you share the link. It's $40 for the link, you know, to be an affiliate, and then $9.95 a month. I know that sucks because that's what we always said in the, you know, legacy bills. You know, it's no monthly fees, no, no. But the thing is we all have subscriptions. We all have Netflix. We have Amazon. We have gym memberships. We have car wash memberships now. I mean, there's so many memberships that we have. None of them pay you though. This one does and has great products. So why wouldn't you? You know, I just don't understand. And everybody's like, well, maybe it's a, you know, it's one of those things, you know. And I'm like, no, it's not. I wouldn't put my name on something if it was. I'm sorry. That's just not me. There might be a bazillion other people in the world, but that's not me. Okay. And so I feel like it's just a no-brainer. I really honestly feel like it's just a no-brainer. And like I said, you don't have to sell the products. You don't have to buy anything if you don't want to. All you have to do is keep your membership of $9.95 so you don't lose your place in the program. Because this is the deal. They pay you once a week and once a month. Now, they did say when you first start, it takes 2 months to get your first monthly bonus. But it's once a week. You get paid. And guess what, guys? It's until forever. So what it is you get a commission of everybody you sign up. Okay? But there's also this. There's flow over from other people ahead of you. So, like the lady has explained in some of the training I've watched, yes, you could go on and just buy the link and get the membership, and you could not share it with anybody. Eventually, you will be getting extra income, but you won't be able to get as much as everybody else because you didn't move up in the ranks. There is ranks. And so, yes, and like she said, it could take 3 to 5 years before you see any income if you don't want to share the link with anybody. So what they suggest is you get in your kids in. You can actually sign up your kids under 18. Sign up your kids under 18. Get them in there. And, you know, you be setting back some generational wealth for them. You know? You could show them how to do it. So once they turn 18, they have money to start, you know, for college, or if they want to go to college, or just to be doing this. Why not? You know? And so they suggest you sign up your kids or your spouses. And so I signed up my husband, Travis. Sure did. And so, you know, that's all it is you're sharing a link. Now, to be successful and to get your name out there, yes, you're going to have to make some videos. Yes, you're going to have to put some stuff on your Facebook. You are going to have to try to go live to get your name out there more. Because, like, for example, hey, I wanted to tell everybody, too, if you're on here, you know, live, put where you're from and what you're doing this early in the morning. And then if you're watching it later for the replay, comment replay. You know, it just, when we comment on people's things, it just helps, you know, and it just gets it pushed out more, and it helps. So I'd appreciate if you guys would, even if you don't go to my Stan Store to, you know, look at any of my income streams, go and look at my socials. You know, follow me on YouTube, because I haven't really started working on YouTube yet, but I've been sending stuff. See, all I do is make a video and send it to Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. I send it to everything. So it is a lot of the repetitive stuff right now. But I do eventually want, like I said, when I start making more of my own little courses or ebooks or whatever, I will be, you know, advertising more stuff like that too. But right now, I don't have time for that. So, you know, you do need subscribers on YouTube to go anywhere. And that's one thing they were talking about, you know, with their extra streams of income on Legacy, talking about how you get your YouTube monetized and then YouTube starts paying you. You know, you get TikTok, you know, so many followers, and TikTok starts paying you. So those are their extra streams too, I'm sure. I guarantee it. But I'm definitely a long ways from there. But hey, every little new subscriber helps. So all my friends and family, please just go over there to my YouTube and subscribe. Please, please, please. Love you lots. But I am running out of time, I can already see. So I got to hurry up. So, subscription. Yes, that is, I guarantee you guys, I've looked into the research, and it's just growing so fast. So like this first company, it grew faster in its first year than Netflix and Amazon did in 2. So just think about it. If we would have got a link from Amazon or Netflix, or my phone's telling me to do something, they would, we'd be rich. Look how many people, I mean, it would just be mind-boggling, you know? And so that's one thing we got to look at, you know? We got to look at, get in, you know? Don't kick yourself later. Get in this. So my second one is a same thing. Same composition program, same everything. Except for this one. It does cost $19.95. And it is a membership for, I haven't even finished looking through all of that because I just literally signed up with it. But it's a membership for entertainment, traveling, food, anything. I seen a video on one of the things that said this guy needed to get a washer, and he saved like $1,000 with using the membership club instead of getting it from like Lowe's or something. I don't know. So there's a lot of different things with this membership you get. So it's the exact same thing though, guys. Share link, earn income. Why not? You know, why not push 2 things? Because, you know, thankfully they're not the same kind of clubs, you know, because then I wouldn't have done it. Because I like this one, you know, and I wouldn't have done this one. But they're two different. They're no even crossovers. So, you know, why not do them both? And so that's what I'm telling people, you know. So, I do like to read a little motivation before I end. Because, did I already read this one? Yeah, that was my last one. Because I also want to be able to be a motivation or inspiration to people also, not just try to sell them something or, you know, be one of those people. You know, I love Mel Robbins. I love her to death. You know, I follow a lot of people. You know, at work, that's what I do. I listen to things. I listen to sermons because, you know, I follow Joyce Myers. I follow Elevation. I Life Church. I follow Transformation Church. I follow all of these sermons. So all day at work, I listen to sermons, Mel Robbins, and then Melvin. I don't know. Another guy off of YouTube. Another guy off YouTube I love him because he's a pastor, plus he's into business. And he shows us and teaches us how it's actually in the Bible to go out and, create. That's what we're made for, is to create, And so I love how it kind of ties it all, because he has, motivation and stuff too, But anyways, rambling again. So I'm going to read this real fast, and then we're going to get off here because I have to finish getting ready. All right. My old self has been crucified with Christ. It is no longer I who live, but Christ lives in me. So I live in this earthly body by trusting in the Son of God who loved me and gave himself for me. Think about that for a minute. I know what you're thinking. What is a false protagonist? What? I don't even know what that word is. Well, I'll explain. I absolutely love movies. And my favorite kind are movies that have a huge plot twist. Mine too, right? The best form of twist is, in my opinion, is when they use the false... Oh, okay. Is the main character of the story. Like the movie Psycho by Alfred Hitchcock was the first movie to use this technique. You think you're watching the story of Marion Crane, who stole a lot of money and is trying to leave town to meet up with her boyfriend. She finds herself in the middle of a huge storm on the way and decides to stop at a cute, quaint little place called the Bates Motel. Then 47 minutes into the movie, spoiler alert, even though you've had like 50 years to watch it, she gets killed in the iconic shower scene. What? They killed off the main character in the movie. Yes, to identify the real, whatever this word is, of the story. Norma Bates, everyone watching is left in shock. It really is an amazing storytelling technique, but I don't think I can give Alfred Hitchcock all the credit. God has been doing this for a long time. Our scripture today should show you that there has to be a false protagonist twist in the story too. There has to come a time when you realize that this life is not about you, it's about Jesus. That's why we have to make a choice to die to ourselves so that it's not us in control of our lives, but rather Jesus. The truth is that Jesus is the main character in every story ever told. When the people around us who are watching our lives see, well, they should be seeing Jesus instead. And when you decide to make this change, your audience will be left in shock. To most people, it doesn't make sense to let God be first in their life. It doesn't make sense to live a life for Jesus, but it does for those who understand the false. Every day, as a reminder, I like to say my story is history, which has a twofold meaning. One, my story doesn't matter. My past doesn't matter. My old life is gone. My mistakes are in the past. My story is history. And two, my story is his story. My life is not about me anymore. I live to make the name of Jesus great, not my own. Everything I do, let Jesus get the glory and let the people watching my life see him and not me. That's the false protagonist. I don't know. Whatever. I should have read this first, sorry. Take a moment to look over your life and see if you can pinpoint the moment of your false twist. Can you remember when you made the choice to say, Jesus, it's about you and not me? If not today, be maybe your 47-minute mark in the movie. Let God show you how amazing your story can really be when he is the main character. And if you have done that, take some time to reflect on how much different your life is now. Give God the praise and let him know that this is the only beginning. We're going to keep him in the spotlight. Let me pray today. Jesus, thank you so much for giving your life to us. We honor you by giving our lives back to you today. We ask you to come and to be the main character in our story. Forgive us if we had made it all about us. Today we choose to die to ourselves and make our story history. Let us shine such a bright light everywhere we go that those watching us will see you so clearly that they will know it's all about you. In Jesus' name, amen. Oh, and I forgot to say, this is Think About It for a Minute from Kelly Kay. It's an awesome book, but I should have read it first, so I don't know how this is. Horrible. But I have huge stacks of devotional books that I'll get, and then I won't have time to read, and yada yada yada. So why not share with you and get my daily devotion for the same time? But all right, it's almost 4:30, guys. I've got to still go finish getting ready and go for my walk with Odie. He gets so excited for his little walks. And we only take 10-minute walk. And that's another thing, start your day off. Mel Robbins was like, start your day off and get some sun. Well, I can't do that because it's pitch dark outside. But, because she says, get outside in the sun for 10 minutes before first thing in the morning. First thing. So you should be waking up, not getting on your phone, get ready, get outside and walk. She says, how much people get on their phones first, and obviously I had to get on my phone to do this, but with how much people get on their phones first, it just drains their energy. Just drains you, okay? Same thing with going to bed, being on your phone. Don't do that. You need to get your brain shut down, But anyways, I'm telling you, a 10-minute walk outside every morning is, oh my gosh, it gives me so much energy. It's kind of shocking because it's kind of shocking. But I love it. So any day I can when it's not raining, because I'm not going to get out when it's raining. And when it gets really cold, I probably won't either. But right now, yes, heck yeah. And then also, another tidbit, like I said, I want to share things with you guys all the time. But she says, drink a full cup of water before you have your coffee. And you could go to her videos and see she gives like the medical breakdown of what it is. But basically what it is that coffee, just puts you on a downward spiral if you don't drink water first. So she says, drink water first, then have a cup of coffee. And then what she started noticing, she started having less coffee. It's weird. She does a lot of research with scientific things, and she's really good. Like I said, Mel Robbins, follow her. But, if I can give you a little tidbit of inspiration each day or whatever, and I have this little book I've been writing down little quotes or whatever, but yeah. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but how I say be blessed, not stressed at the end of most of my stuff. I'm like, Travis and I were driving one day and I was just freaking out because of something. I was a little overwhelmed, right? And I was like, no, stop with the negative talk, no negative talk. That's what the thing is you guys need to get your mindset. All of this journey of mine has changed my mindset. I used to be negative Nancy all the time, and I'm getting better. I'm still negative. I still worry. I am such a worrier and a stressor. And everybody's like, well, if you're with Jesus, that's not true. Well, no, Christians even struggle with stuff like that. I struggle with my faith. I struggle with my negativity. I struggle so hard. I have my whole entire life. And do you also know that it's actually hereditary? The stuff I've been learning and stuff is just makes perfect sense, because guess what? My mom was I'm just like my mom. And unfortunately, Winter, my middle daughter, she is just like me. And so I feel so bad that I have carried on these traits of negativity and stress and caring so much about, everything. We've got to stop. We've got to improve ourselves, we've got to be there for ourselves. And it starts with our brains and our minds and our negative talk. So we've got to do that. So in that moment, I was like, no. We are blessed. I'm going to be blessed, not stressed. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's kind of cool. Be blessed, not stressed. And so then, so now I say it. Anyways, I know I'm crazy. But one of my little tidbits, when speaking negative, add the word yet at the end. Change your mindset. Change it. Instead of saying, this business isn't going to work, say this business hasn't worked yet. Okay? You've got to change your mindset. Okay? I am trying. It is a chore, because I'm telling you right now, I am the one that always says negative things. I'll say, oh, yeah, happens all the time to me. when it rains, it pours, you know. Oh, yep, here's the next thing, you know, da-da-da-da. And I'm always talking all this negative stuff. You're putting it out there. You're putting it in, and that's what you're getting back. So I am trying to get better and trying to change and trying to improve. And, you know, so anyways, I hope everybody has a great morning. And remember, comment if you're watching live or if you're watching replay. And let me know where you're from. It's always fun to see where different people's from. But I hope you have a great day. Remember, be blessed, not stressed.